Okay, recording begin.
Thank you, Cindy. I think Mr. Lim. Okay, I think on the last presentation is done. Mr. Lim, you want to say something?
Bila, what you just said suddenly reminded me of something, and also Gani, given the context of our meeting just before about sonic branding, it reminded me of something again, which is this. Sometimes we fall into this issue. For everyone who's a new intern here, new here in the company, we had this problem for a while, which is we keep on reinventing the wheel. Reinventing the wheel is we do something and we forget about it, and then a few months later we realize that the thing that we did a few months ago was actually correct, and we'd start doing it again. What I realized is this sometimes, Bila, that when you create an innovation, sometimes it's a good innovation if it's just simply better than what was there before. Okay? Is it better compared to what we had before? So I'll give you an example. A PR calendar. Okay? Now, if you're going to make a PR calendar and try to say, all right, what KPI am I trying to improve? What am I trying to make different? It might be actually quite difficult to prove that using a PR calendar is a better practice. But we can all kind of go back and say, okay, what do we have before we had a PR calendar? Were things as organized? Did we have a good idea of what to do? Could we plan our resources? So, in those particular dimensions, those are dimensions of efficiency, of actually how to get things done using a bit less time, using, like Marie Kondo, okay? So, it might not have a direct impact to a particular impact awareness metric. Like you're not going to get more views per day because you had a PR calendar, but it certainly will save you time, and it's certainly better than what was there before. So let's go back to this Instagram thing. So is having a format of Instagram better than having no format of Instagram? I don't know, right? When we have no format, we have no consistency. We have like writer's block. We don't know what we're going to write about today. We then have, spend a lot of time on creating the right layout and framework. So there's probably something here that is already pretty good. And so this is, I think, where we need to start innovating from. Keep whatever is good. The formatting is good. Perhaps it's the question that needs to be changed, right? Perhaps that needs to be more engaging, more striking. Perhaps it's the timing of the question needs to be more seasonal, more relevant to what people are experiencing. So I wouldn't abandon any particular idea or just get too hung up that you need to have a result. Sometimes the result is simply better than what it was before. Gani, that's something that I'm beginning to realize with innovation. What do you think?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I agree with you. Comparing, there is no,
All right.
no adoption at all.
All right. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
So keep
that's
that
it.
in mind,
Okay.
but Bila, don't settle, right? It doesn't mean that we should just okay, this is it. It means that okay, let's try to get better results, but think about specifically what part to focus on. Okay. All right. Let's continue.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Singh, for the additional. Okay. Let's. I think the last presentation is that. Let me see. Okay, for the BVE talk, ready to vote 25 February, with customer relations information that as an applicant. To Bila again, do you want to give more explanation?
Oh, yeah. So can you open the paper that I attached there
Okay.
on the BPA talk? Yeah, basically, we have some discussion with me, Kagani, and also Cindy before, and we've created a topic as well as the timeline for the whole BPE talk, basically. But maybe there's some apa ya, help that we can gain basically from the awareness team, basically, as we see that we need like the art apa namanya, what are the PIC that we needed, Kak, still? I believe it's for the artwork as well as for the event PIC as the apa namanya, uh, as the stage manager as well as for the audience PIC. And I think this is something that I want to discuss with this awareness team, like whether any of you would like to volunteer and help in this project. It's quite a big project, and we are hoping we can get a good awareness result from this event. So, yeah, if you are willing to help in this, it will be very great. Actually, we have few names already there. Maybe Kak Gani, you can help with this.
Okay. So the context, I will give the background context of this one. Yeah. So BPI Talk is one of service that we provide on our thing, especially on employee sport, to bring more awareness, to get more audience that have a goal as a calling and carry stage. So that's why we have done a webinar. It's called BPI Talk. In this session, we simply do apa namanya diskusi ngobrol-ngobrol sama pembicara dengan tim Bukit Vista untuk menjaring apa namanya audiens baru supaya the student is know better about Bukit Vista and then interested to join internship with Bukit Vista. So with this webinar is the goal is to gain more applicant and we will hold in 25 February the day, yeah. And then we have some highlight here. We have opening the speaker, we have first teaser, blah blah, and poster release and publication. And by this big event, we need a team to support this idea. And by that, I think Bila, we can continue this on the sub discussion. We can create a new meeting that specifically discuss about the talk. You can invite as apa namanya person new person here like Aris, Gerard, and Reza, and existing to help on this one. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So probably it's going to be like a heads up for you guys. For some people that we practically kind of maps you to be some of the PIC that need it, and it's also answer Mr. Jin question as what roles that we need here. First is for the artwork PIC, so the one who designed the invitation, the posters, so on and so forth. Basically, that's the designer. And then as well as for the audience PIC, these audience are in charge of making like our marketing strategy to get as much audience as possible. So this by PIC here means that you are in charge and like the coordinator. So you are coordinating other people. You can also recruit other people to help you in your tasks here. So you're not working alone. Basically, that's what I want to give a heads up towards these people. So yeah, I'm going to schedule a sub discussion with you guys, the one that we try to recruit here in this project, and then we can have this further discussion about this BVA topics. Yeah, thank you, Kak Gani.
Okay, Bila, when you will have this sub discussion about BVA talk?
Let me check the calendar. I think tomorrow's quite packed. Yeah, maybe on it's either on Wednesday or Thursday, Kak.
Okay. Miss Secretary, please write down the conclusion that Villa will hold staff discussion for PPA talk voluntary on Wednesday. Yeah. Okay, I think it's that, and then let's continue. This is the big topic that I like to bring, especially in this apa namanya this first week of February. So I'd like to do the awareness talent mapping and monthly goals. Okay, so especially when new people coming, Karis, Gadat, and Reza come here, and I like to do the talent mapping, which position that you need to support and what is goal and what things need to do. Okay, the first thing you guys can take a look on the Bukit Vista business process on Whimsical here. You can click the paper, but I just give you the apa namanya the screenshot here. Okay, first let's talk about the guest squad. On the guest squad, I think we put the guest squad awareness as a main priority because we need to market our property as soon as possible to bring a new guest and then report the revenue to the company. So I put the target on this awareness SLA special on Coda. You guys can click it on it and check the number that we need to achieve this month. Okay. And then the person in charge is I put two here. First is Wei, And then second is Reza. Okay. Why I choose Reza? Because I saw on the trial weeks Reza is apa namanya deliver the WhatsApp outreach guest project. That's it's I think is it is very have a very big opportunity to reach apa namanya to maintain our past guest. So this is the apa namanya the workflow. So Reza will do the project for the WhatsApp. Basically, you can outreach our past guests. This is the part of our strategy, maintain guest relation. Okay, and your goal is basically to bring inquiry. Okay, so from past guests that have already stayed with us, you outreach again to maintain them and then uh, convince them to book our property again. And then KW will working on our Facebook. This is same apa namanya same goal and inquiry. And then this one Airbnb. We have a very big asset which is Airbnb. We have 100 listing of Airbnb that need to taking care of. So that's why I put Reza and KW on this OTA. I need Reza to help KW on the daily content capture. So our listing keep updated and then keep have a high performance. And then the rest is KW handling on the Instagram and me handling on website booking. Okay, this is for the general mapping for guest squad. Is there any question from here from the guest squad? KW all good, Reza all good. Okay,
Yeah.
all good yeah. Okay, continue. Okay, so my next question is to Reza perhaps. Okay, Reza, did you know what you need to do after this, Reza?
Uh, I think I need to coordinate with KW and Kalian, of course.
Okay, okay. So basically, I need you to working on two main project in this in this week. Yeah, the first is WhatsApp project that you are working on the trials outreach past guests on the WhatsApp because I saw you have strategy to bless the WhatsApp right periodically kayak kayak apa sih WhatsApp kayak Telkomsel kayak servis di Honda gitu loh ya kan. That's very good apa namanya very good strategy I think to maintain past customer and then the daily content also on the Airbnb. Okay, things that for the guest squad. Continue to the partnership squad. Okay, for the partnership squad, person in charge is Fabi and Garrett. Okay, so Fabi currently working on the article or the article or blog to support SEO of page here, and also on Google My Business. This is handled by Fabi, and then Garrett will be working on the Google Ads and then on page SEO optimization. Because I saw on the trial weeks, Garrett I think have a very good strategic planning for running the Google Ads to support our manage my property page. Yeah, I think just that. Any question to Garrett?
Okay, Kak, for the Google Ads, yeah.
Mhm.
So then I will need to make some budget, right? So let's say if I already make some budget and
Mhm.
do some calculations, where should I propose the budget to? Should I like propose it to you or to the finance team maybe?
Okay, good question. After you make a planning and the budget, please set up a meeting with me and Lilis. Okay, me and Lilis to approve your budget strategy. Okay. Okay. I think that's clear. Is there any question for partnership squad mapping? No. Okay. No. Yeah. Okay. And then continue to the last one to employee squad. Here I put three person in charge. This first is Bila, and the second one is Cindy, and third one is Karis. Okay, so Karis will be helping Cindy and Bila to manage the employee squad awareness. Okay, this is my apa namanya my frame workflow that I created just last night. Perhaps this is not not perfect yet, but I need to Cindy and Bila to take a look on this. On the public relation, I separated. We have several activities. Yeah, first is event. One of our event is webinar. From this webinar is basically resulting to first is press release, that is backlink index, and second is we got a participant, we get the email list, and by these things we can run the email campaign, and the result is traffic to website slash jobs. And then we have outreach activity. This is resulting university job portal, I guess, and this is resulting the traffic to our website. And then partnership with student club or the university club, and then the public relation is also manage social media, Instagram Journey ABV and LinkedIn Bukit Vista. And then we also have a government partnership with Magang Merdeka. And the last one, we have also direct approach, which is we call the well hunting. So we directly approach person that open for work on LinkedIn, and that very potential, and then we direct them approach them, sorry, to approach them, and then convert them into applicant. Yes, I think just that. Is there any question for everyone regarding the employee spot here? That's all. Dr. Cindy.
Okay. So in the previous funnels, you already divide the works based on the PIC, but for this one, you just put the public relation. And as we know that Karis is working from the digital marketing, I think it's better for you to also divide it, whether this is the PR team, me or Bila, or Karis that will do it. Just a little input.
Okay, thank you, Cindy. Most probably, I will put Karis to help handling the social media, the Instagram Journey ABV, and LinkedIn with the Vista, and then the rest is handled by Cindy and Bila. The further coordination, I think we can do the sub discussion to make it more clear. But I think this is my proposal, my planning for talent mapping so far. Okay, any question?
Yes, Gani.
Yes,
Three things actually. So one, this is actually a really good demonstration of show don't tell. Okay, so I really appreciate Gani putting in the time to construct and visualize essentially what the flow of traffic and who covers which particular channel looks like. So Gani, if you can double click on that and bring that image up full screen, I'll go on to my next 2 points. So congratulations. I think this is a really good way of making sure your team is able to understand. There's something I'd like to show you. This is the second thing. Oh, can we both present at the same time, or? Oh, okay. Here, I'll share with you this. This is kind of funny. We have a graph already for that particular framework that you just showed, but yours is better, right? Yours is better. So I think we should remove this one and upgrade to the one that you have, okay? So the reason I'm just pointing it out is so that we don't have duplication of the same information, which then makes it confusing. So Gani, usually these things I think are put into this workspace for HR flow and business process, but we need to integrate it actually to the employee onboarding, right? So when employees onboard into the employee squad, they understand what the flow actually looks like, and they look at your flow chart and not necessarily this old one. So that I think is important. That's the second point I want to cover. The third point I'd like to cover is actually this one. So in the is there an SEO strategy, Gani, for how we actually raise awareness onto the website?
Which squad, sir? You
On the employee squad, is there an SEO strategy that we can use to?
Yeah.
Right.
So that's I have put in the next topic, sir.
Oh yeah.
On the February awareness opportunity.
Okay.
So I've been guided on each one, which point that we need to develop it, which point that we need to optimize it.
Right.
So let's jump into the next
Okay.
topic, sir.
But the SEO part, this is the reason I want to stop and take a look at that employee chart again, okay? The reason why it's so important is because one of our best tools for SEO actually comes from this particular chart. If you'll open it up, Gunny. So you see in the middle pathway, everybody, right in the center pathway, if we can zoom in, from partnerships, okay? Partnerships include student clubs and universities. Those are the most high quality links that we can usually get in the world. Links from universities, okay? Not only does it help with SEO on attracting employees, it helps with SEO on everything else too, as well. The reason is because search engine optimization values links from quality institutions, right? So usually universities are seen as some of the highest quality institutions, okay? So there is a pathway where those student clubs and university clubs, they can connect over to another channel with organic traffic, and that organic traffic is facilitated by getting backlinks from these particular organizations, okay, universities and student clubs, which a backlink, for anybody who might not know, is just simply a link to bukitvista.com or one of our other pages from a website that's owned by a university. Okay, those are really powerful. They're really, really good, and they actually increase our organic search on property, on employees, and also on guests. Okay, so that part is pretty key. Let's just integrate that in, and that I'll just send you a reminder, Gani, on that one. That's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's supposed to be before going to partnership with student and university club that we have to have a keyword first, yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like it was based on a keyword, and then those clubs can give you an input into the keyword through a backlink, right? And then the keyword generates organic search traffic. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yep.
I think we can discuss it on
Okay.
next topic.
Sure.
But for this topic, or the start topic and funding goes, is there any other question or comment regarding this mapping? If no, okay then Miss Secretary, you can put it the conversion is this is just the reminder of the first month of the February tower mapping and close, and we can mark it as that because it's just the information that I need to tell to everybody to give a better start, a better team management. Okay. Oh yeah.
Okay, so the conclusion is not dependency, ya Kak? Just an information.
No. This is just information. Okay. Thank you, Cindy. Okay, next one. This is another interesting topic that we need to cover today. So, topic is February awareness opportunity. What is opportunity we have on February for guests, partners, and employees? And then is it already put in our awareness calendar? Okay, so this is pretty important to determine what is opportunity we have in the beginning of month. Start from guest partners. Okay, so we have this. I saw on the calendar Hari Libur Nasional. We have Isra Mi'raj Nabi Muhammad that on 28 February, which is on Monday. So we can expect on the 26, 27, 28 February, it is a long weekend. Okay, so this is very good opportunity for us to prepare what is our strategy to to grab this opportunity. Perhaps I want to ask to Kak Wei first. Kak Wei, do you already have a strategy to grab this opportunity 28 February?
I've actually talked about this with Jesslyn before, yeah. And we have like same strategy as Imlek, Chinese New Year, so we're going to like post property more often than before. I mean, if in the Chinese New Year I post like uh, property reels twice, meanwhile it's usually only once, right? So yeah, we're going to um, post more property.
Okay, okay. So your rough strategy is basically just put more property, but it haven't implement on your calendar. So I need you working on this. I think this is pretty important. So by looking at this calendar, we can
That's a good point.
also apa namanya check which property that's still available on this date. Okay, so we can be prepared and perhaps I don't know other strategy. Perhaps not just on the Instagram, perhaps on the Facebook as well. Okay, what opportunity we have on the Jogja group. You remember the marketplace on Jogja that always talking about libur panjang, long weekend on in Jogja. So that's things that we can cover on it. I'd like to offer to Reza as well, since Reza will working on the guest panel as well. Reza, do you have any apa ya, any idea to grab the Isra event libur panjang on this dates, Reza?
Okay, I think if we talk about WhatsApp marketing, I think I need to outreach past guests from I think 2 weeks before.
Okay.
Minimal in 2 weeks before.
Okay.
Maybe in 2 until 3 we are blasting.
Okay.
For the same person.
Okay. Okay. Got it. So you basically using WhatsApp for the channel to outreach previous guests that already stay with us using WhatsApp, right? And you will executing 2 weeks before 28th February. So it's supposed to be starting on 14?
14.
14, yeah? Okay. So what I need to do on this week is basically you need to crafting your strategy, okay? You said before that you will apa namanya blast the message periodically, bisa 2-3 kali sebelum tamu itu benar-benar tertarik. So I need you in this week to prepare your strategy, crafting your message, and put it on the Trello card. Okay, you remember, right? Trello card that I tagging you. After that, put it your strategy on this calendar. Okay, so you need to find awareness calendar for the squad and put your strategy here. Okay, when you start blasting first message, when is the evaluation, when is start blasting second message, and when is the evaluation. So we really expect on this 28 February we already have a apa namanya big fish coming in, you know, from your project. Yeah, I think that. So from this thread, what is the conclusion, guys? The conclusion is KW will apa namanya set up the strategy for the Instagram, okay, for the Instagram and update it on the awareness calendar. That's the first dependency. Yes, KW.
Actually, I want to ask, how actually booking windows itu how many days before?
Before the D-Day.
Yeah. Jaslyn and I was just guessing it's like a week before.
A week before.
Yeah, we don't know. Jaslyn asked the SRR channel, but it doesn't answer. So yeah.
Oh, so Jaslyn already asked to SRR team, but no follow-up question.
Yep.
Okay, before we going to BI, let's ask the person in this room. Perhaps I don't know, to Gareth first to gain more idea. Gareth, what do you think? Kalau liburannya 28 Februari ini kan libur panjang nih. So what time usually people book the accommodation? What do you think?
Waduh, 20th of February. Okay.
Mhm.
May okay, it can be considered as a long weekend, but
Mhm.
long weekend, but it is not like a really huge holiday
Okay.
like maybe like New Year's or maybe Christmas Eve. So maybe I
Mhm.
think I don't know. This is just like based on my assumptions. I think that
Mhm.
people will usually like book uh, maybe if not I mean what I'm trying to say is they trying to book near the date that is
Mhm.
basically not they don't like planning way too far. They
Okay.
usually
So what's the number that you guess?
maybe around like 26 to 27 maybe.
26, 27, yeah. So very close to the D-Day, yeah. People will book the accommodation. Okay, interesting insight. What about Mr. Ting? What do you think, sir, about the booking windows? I think that's a good question we have to discuss.
I think okay. This is an interesting dilemma because it takes time to actually figure out when the booking window is, and in the meantime, we might be thinking about okay, what can we do? I think we have to like at this point deal with this. Okay, I know we have a policy of don't assume use data, but I'm also actually very keenly aware of some number is better than no number right now. Okay, so we need to kind of like let's say estimate. If there's no clear number yet, then what do we actually number do we actually say? Let's say it's a week. Let's just say, all right, 1 week is usually the time that somebody would need before they actually arrive to book their accommodations. Okay, if it's a week, then what is going on in that user's mind 2 weeks before, 3 weeks before, right? So do they just pick up their phone and book something right away, or do they talk and they start saying, hey, look, are you free this weekend? Do they start assembling their friends? Do they start assembling their families? Do they kind of like start, kind of like thinking about who they're going to go with? Do they think about like where they might want to stay? So those are the types of things that you can start putting out content for, right? Before somebody actually makes a decision to book. So let's say, for example, somebody wants to come to Bali during a major holiday. So they might actually first ask the question, is it safe to travel to Bali? Right? And then after a while, they might start looking around. Oh, I want to bring my companions. Maybe one of my companions is someone older. Is it safe for older people to travel to Bali? Maybe they want to bring their kids. Is it safe for kids to travel to Bali? So these then become potential content topics that you can start seeding right now before the booking window even starts. Okay? And by the time the booking window has already arrived, guess what? They've already engaged with your brand 3, 4 times. And so they probably already will trust you and say, okay, all right, I've seen Bukit Vista talk about this already. And perfect. They have a beautiful villa that would contain my entire family. Okay, so I'm going with Bukit Vista. So that can be part of your rundown before the booking window. Okay, so don't get too kind of drilled into this idea of I need to figure out the booking window. Think about also the user journey that happens before the booking happens and play into that because like I said before to everybody, this is a new historical moment because people haven't been really traveling for 2 years. So now that they are traveling, what is going on in their mind? And so if you don't have any information, just a guess is better than nothing, but we have to guess somewhere, right? We have to make some sort of guesses so we can start building a plan. Without a number, we can't build a plan, right? So let's just say, all right, for the time being, let's say a week to maybe 9 days is the booking window, and then let's start planning right now what a potential user might need to know before they actually book. Okay, that's my thoughts. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir, for the insight. So, what things that I can conclude or the insight from this discussion is, KW, you need to think about the guest journey. I will give you the example. Yeah, this is an example. So on the 3 weeks before the day, you can put the inspirational story, inspirational destination, inspirational our property. Oh yeah, this is a very good beach that I will to go on this long weekend. So give them the inspirational story first, and then the next week you can start putting the information like, okay, is it like Mr. Lee said, is it safe for travelers, how is the policy and apa namanya peraturan di Bali saat ini itu kayak gimana, what is the best apa namanya best trip to bring your pasangan atau orang tua atau keluarga kalau mau ke Bali itu seperti mana. Nah, and then the last week before the day, you can start, maybe hard selling, you call it. You put it property advertisement, something like that. So, yeah, I think just that the example that I can give. Kawi, what your response?
Yeah, that's a good idea actually, and I'm thinking of starting to use the hard selling on like February 18 maybe, because the long weekend is starting on 26, right? 20
Mhm.
February 26. So
Mhm.
I guess it's like a week before the long weekend starts.
Okay.
Going to be the hard selling part.
Okay, okay, okay. I think just that for the first guest spot, yeah. So the Mr. Secretary, please write down that KW will deliver the guest journey to preparing long weekend on 28 February. You can put it here, and I need you to deliver it as soon as possible, Pak because we are running with the time. Okay, I don't want to wait longer. So can you deliver it? I don't know, by Wednesday, perhaps.
This Wednesday,
Mm-hmm.
maybe Thursday, mas, because I was going to. Yeah, it's kinda busy.
Okay. Just this is just quick apa namanya quick planning.
Oh,
I
I
think
see.
it doesn't need 2 days uh, days to arrange it. I think you can only need 1 hour. I
Oh,
think to just apa namanya planning. Or I think what is usually did 3 weeks after a long weekend. What is guest journey 2 weeks before the days. What is guest journey did 1 week before the day. I think it's something like that, and you can put it your apa namanya your list aja, rough apa namanya rough planning aja.
okay.
Betul.
Okay.
So Wednesday.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so Mr. Secretary, you can put a dependency to KW to apa namanya provide the case journey on Instagram ya, specifically ya. Okay, and then the next follow up to Reza. This is for Reza ya, to outreach past guests through WhatsApp. How we maintain customer relation. Like we discussed previously, Reza. So when you will you start planning to grab this opportunity, Reza?
I think for the first message, maybe
Mm-hmm.
on maybe on 13, yeah, 13 or 12
Okay.
for the first message.
Okay. Okay. I think this is still enough time, yeah. So this week from Monday to Friday, you arrange the strategy, the crack the first message, and then on Saturday, 12 Saturday, you can start bless your first message. Gitu ya Reza ya.
Okay.
Okay. Sounds good. Miss Secretary, Cindy, you can write it down, yeah. So Reza will crack the strategy on on the 11th February, and then 12 February we start blast the first message. Okay, that's for the guest squad. I think so far so good. Continue to partnership squad. Nah, okay, I found this is very interesting case, yeah. If I click this one, it show the Trello card. So basically, last week we got one lead, that potential leads that coming the villa owner on Canggu. So this is very potential for us. And what things that makes interesting, it is because those lead it's coming from page that we are not really manage it. So it is apa namanya Bali Villa Management in Bahasa. So we never optimize this page since our translation feature on WordPress is discontinued, and we come up with hypothesis is even we never optimize it, Google still indexing that website, so it is still on user apa namanya user apa namanya ya, tampilan di user on the Google. And so surprisingly, we appear above Nagisa if we put keyword management Bali Villa. Yeah, as you can see, when you type Bali management Villa Bali, we will show above the Nagisa, our big competitor in Bali. So I think it is worthwhile to develop management Villa Bali. So what I can say here is we supposed to be not only optimize English keyword but also in Bahasa. This is a fact because we also can get inquiry. Namanya siapa sih? Namanya Jun. Halo, selamat siang. Saya Jun. Ini nomor WA saya. Apakah bisa dibantu kami pasarkan villa dengan kolam renang video di area Perenang Canggu? Oh, this is very very good opportunity, right? So this is to Fabi and Garrett, and both you guys working on the SEO. That's why I put it here on the keyword optimization, both on page and off page. Okay, so this is also considering to Fabi article on the off page. Perhaps you can make two version in English, Bali Villa Management and Bali Property Management, and on Bahasa Management Villa Bali and Management Property Villa. Okay, this also applied to Garrett as well. You can optimize the on page and Google Ads. Yeah, I think this is on the partnership support. Any question to Garrett?
So far I've got no question, Kak. However, I think that it is just my opinion. I think that it is very unique that people actually pay attention to the bahasa because yes, your website mostly consists of information in English. But yeah, I think what I'm going to do next is going to do a keyword research in bahasa. Yeah. So
Okay. Okay. What about Fabi for the partnership support?
I want to clarify that. So,
Okay.
am I going to post two articles in the same theme with two language?
I think that's the most efficient way, right? So you only need create one article in one theme, like kayak kemarin kamu bikin apa investing villa,
Yeah.
something like that. You can make one, but make it two versions in Bahasa and English. And in English, you put these two keywords, and in Bahasa, put these two keywords here. Yeah. Okay, is it clear enough, Fabi?
Yeah, for the article language, it's enough. But
Mhm.
for the keywords, I think because I know that we cannot post articles that has the same keyword with the previous articles because it can be called over optimized. And let's say that I post article with Bali Villa Management, and then I post article again with the same keyword. It's not going to optimize the website, but it's like fighting my articles, like both of them, to rank in the first position. So I think my next plan will be like keep changing my keyword in every post of my articles, Kak. Yeah.
I see. So each article contain different keywords ya. So the more article you have, the more keyword apa namanya keyword option that you build, something like that.
Yeah, Kak.
Okay, okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. So for the conclusion is, what's the conclusion? Oh, the conclusion is from Gareth. Gareth, when you can deliver your strategy based on our discussion here, the optimizing on page sama Google Ads itu, kira-kira bisa kapan, Gareth?
Uh, maybe I can start to deliver the results here. Probably like next week.
Okay.
So maybe Monday on 14.
Mhm.
And also, Kak, I want to reconfirm also from what
Yeah.
Peter said. So he said that she wanted to create articles in two languages, right? So should I mean, like, will it be wise if I were to create two versions of ads? So the first one is in English and first one is in Bahasa. Because looking at the potential here, I think maybe making ads in Bahasa is pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. I think you can get it, but I also never run ads into language version. I don't know. I don't know either the answer. So please do research first about that, and please if you need more consideration, please consult with me, and then next week you will deliver your strategy ya based on this discussion ya. Get it?
Okay.
Okay. Same as Feby as well. To apa namanya provide the strategy. When we can see the strategy, Feby?
I usually posting articles like 2 times a week, so I think for publish all the articles, I think we can see in the next Monday we can see like 2 articles, Kak, in Bahasa and
Oh,
English
okay,
version.
okay. Sounds good. So, Miss Secretary, you can write it down for both Gareth and Feby to deliver the strategy by next week, and for Feby can deliver the result of article ya, both in English and Bahasa keyword. Okay, I propose to extension 5 minutes to cover the last one. It's also pretty important for the employee squad. I think we also need to discover the keyword that we use to spread out the brand awareness so audience can visit our website slash job page. I perhaps will ask to Cindy first, since Cindy already working on the PR on the last month. So, Cindy, can you give the insight what keyword do you usually do on your work?
If it's the keyword, but we don't really use articles, right? We mostly use social media, and it's mostly like interns and the remote internship. I think those are our strong words for now.
Remote internship, yeah. Okay, so that's a short tail keyword, but I think it's still too, I don't know, too general for me. Usually we use strategy long tail keyword, but let me offer to Mr. Jing perhaps to give you more insight on that.
Back to the insight I talked about earlier. So the main lever that you can use to generate more SEO is, of course, asking clubs or universities to collaborate and publish blogs, right? This upcoming BVE talk is also something that universities generally they enjoy publishing. They enjoy publishing about events. They will publish something on their event calendar before the event, and usually they will write up a summary or a description of the event in their website. So you get double, right? You get kind of like an event link, and you get that write up after the event. So those are really strong ways that you can drive traffic into the SEO side. Okay, so definitely think about how to use those. If you don't know, ask me, because I am an expert at that. So yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you, Miss.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jing. So in this part, I'd like to delegate to Karis to start discover what kind of keyword that suitable with our apa namanya our mission on employee squad, on the brand awareness on employee squad. You can start keyword research, what keyword that suitable. You can okay.